going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back. We are back, folks. I am super excited. We are here for the Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pre-release. Now,
yeah, baby.
Now, typically for these videos, when we do them, we have other people around because we are live at the pre-release. This time, we're doing things slightly differently, but not wholly differently. We are still going to have another video that has already come out or is going to come out at some point today. So definitely check that out as well, where we are going to be checking out an actual pre-release, the main pre-release here at our sponsor store at Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. Shoutouts and thank yous to Champion for having us here for this event. We are super excited to be back safely because that is the key, is that all these players that are going to be here having an amazing time. But today we are here to open 4 different pre-release packs. That's right. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And in fact, all of the codes are going to be given away in this video as well, so hopefully you are lucky enough to get one of those. Don't forget, by the way, when we do these codes, it is 1 per account on MTG Arena, as long as the codes are even still in here, to be honest with you. I have not opened one of these yet because it's pre-release day, woo! So I am very excited. Look at this box.
Wow.
Got some of the characters here, going all the way around. Really awesome looking.
I love it.
Yeah, so you can see all these cool folks. It's a party, right?
Yeah.
And then this awesome symbol. Amy and I were talking about this before. Look at how sick that looks.
Yeah.
Right?
With the, like, ombre scales.
Yeah, that background has been on so many things, and it's gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous the way that they did that. So let's crack into our first kit, folks. I am super excited. We have a real D20, by the way. It is very difficult to tell if that is the top or not. But I believe this is the way that you're supposed to look at it with the Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Yes, I'm going to probably do that a million times. Set symbol as the 20, and we got the blue die, but it is a real D20. Let's see. I got a 4. Hell yeah. Awesome. That bodes well. Anyway.
Video over.
God, I love D&D so much, and yet that seems to be about right for my opening abilities. Let's look at some of these things. Oh, super excited. Okay, well, Amy, you'll be happy to know that the divider is this symbol as well.
It's so pretty.
It's a little thinner, I believe, than the ones that they've had in the past.
Oh wow, you're definitely right. I can tell from looking at it.
It's super thin.
Just the distance that I'm sitting, I can still tell just by looking at it.
Yeah, it's like very thin. It's like much closer to cardstock than it used to be. But anyway, we'll leave those off to the side. And then, because dungeons are a mechanic in this set, well, first of all, I guess let's look at, this is so great. There's a little add-on here. Xanathar's Guide to Dungeons. So, relating to Xanathar's Guide to, it's Xanathar's Guide to Everything, I think, right?
Yes.
And so here is Xanathar, the big beholder here, and his little fish friend with magic cards in the fishbowl. And so it's got a little like description of dungeons and things like that. And then on the other side, as they always do, building a pre-release pack insert. I'm only going to do that for this kit because all the other ones are going to have all of these things, and then we'll get into the cards themselves. But also, in your kits, you are going to get not 1, not 2, but 3 foil dungeons.
That's awesome.
Which is gorgeous. And also, somebody pointed this out, which I think is great. On the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, for example, you can make some tokens. And so if you flip the Dungeon of the Mad Mage over, you have a foil goblin token. Amy loves her goblins.
It's not very foiled.
Well, the pike here, or the spike here on the shield and the sword are. But yes, otherwise...
Yeah, I don't see a lot of reflection there.
Yeah, but this can make goblin tokens. So this one makes, no, I lied. This one makes skeletons. This one makes goblins.
Okay,
and
that makes more sense.
And so on the other side of this one is the skeleton for the other dungeon, because you can only be in one dungeon at a time.
Well, and I assume you'll need to have the dungeon card.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Exactly.
Like in play,
Yes.
and then you'll also need to have the token.
Correct.
That you won't be able to have if it's on the back side.
The only difference is the Tomb of Annihilation, but that's because when you finish the Tomb of Annihilation, you get the Atropal.
Ooh, what is that?
The 4/4 Death Touch legendary god horror.
Oh.
That you would meet at the end of the Tomb of Annihilation, hence why flavorfully that's what you get at the end of the Tomb of Annihilation. But have fun getting hurt to get there. But yeah, so we're going to have play sets of all of those dungeons, not that that's even a thing. And so let's get into the opening itself. Here are packs. I'm super excited because our promo foil rare is Yuan T. Malison. Everyone's just going to call this Allison, right? That's how we've all agreed. We're just going to do that. Allison. I love the foiling on its head. Oh my god, it's so cool. See that?
Yeah.
Let me take it out of the package, because on the back is the code, but we'll be giving that away at a random point in the opening. And it will be during this first kit at some point, don't you worry. I promise. But we also have the Yuan T. Malison. That is pretty cool. I probably won't spend as much time as I normally do because, hey, by the way, if you want to subscribe and ring the bell, I open pre-release kits basically every Monday. When we run out, we'll be doing some bundle battles between Amy and I, so definitely stay tuned for that. And we do story reviews on Magic Stories, although there aren't any for this set. We're doing some for Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch right now on Thursdays. So definitely subscribe and ring that bell. You will not regret it. We appreciate you being here. So we have Drizzt on the first pack here. And Gwenevin? I am not as familiar with Drizzt's character. Like, I know his existence. I'm aware of him. But I have not read any of the novels that he has starred in. Fortunately or unfortunately, I just have not had the opportunity. We have a Spiked Pit Trap first. So flavorful and fun. Boots of Speed. A Dragon's Fire. Ooh. Awesome. Love that. A Fate's Reversal.
Love this art so much.
Gorgeous, very bright, it's beautiful.
Just like there's just something about it that's so like eye-catching.
Yeah. We have a Circle of the Moon Druid. I love the colors on this one as well, and it's a pretty cool card. It's a 2/4 on your opponent's turn and a 4/2 on your turn. Whoops. Well, here's Shock and Grasp. I'll show you the other one in a minute. Shock and Grasp. Very sick. So I like that there are cards with just names of spells on them from D&D, and this is an example of that.
Yeah.
There's a Dwarf Hold Champion, which is a Dwarf Warrior. Very cool. Obviously, there was the Shock and Grasp I just talked about. We have Plundering Barbarian. So here is one of your, like, choose one modal cards, or not modal, but choice cards. So you can destroy an artifact or make a treasure. So you're not going to have to worry about sideboarding in best of one on Arena in this set as much because they are trying to, help people out with that. And so you'll still have ways of getting rid of frustrating artifacts and stuff without having to just main deck a destroy target artifact or enchantment card. We have a Bullet. I love these monsters so much in D&D. They're so nasty. Just fully armored. These things are rough. They are tough monsters, so that's really cool.
And it's so cute looking.
Yeah, well, of course.
It's like a little metal Pac-Man. Or I should say a big metal
Yeah,
Pac-Man.
That's a good point. Yeah. We have the Alt Art Genie Windseer. Oh. I like these a lot better in person than I did seeing pictures of them online.
Yeah.
I was a little less impressed online. But this looks really cool. This is supposed to look like it's the art that you would see in the old style D&D books that depict these monsters that you might run into in your adventures, and you would get, like, your DM, your dungeon master would show them off to you. And so here is a Genie Windseer.
This one, though, has a blue background.
Yeah, I think they're all going to have some type of a colored background, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's really good.
Yeah.
Because I think part of the reason why it was difficult to see what you were looking at, or it was just maybe not as aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
Was because everything was one color. It was all beige in the spoilers.
Right.
Yeah,
the previews. Yeah,
previews.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this is a lot easier to see and a lot nicer to
Yeah.
have like a color on there.
I agree. So behind that, we have a Trickster's Talisman. This is super flavorful for the blessing of the Trickster, or the Trickster cleric. Trickster class cleric in D&D, who gets to invoke duplicity, which is what the ability on this is. And a lot of these ability words are abilities or spells in Dungeons and Dragons that can be utilized. So they don't necessarily mean anything in Magic, but if you know about D&D, you care about D&D, they are super flavorful. Yeah. So this is cool, and it's our first uncommon. We have a Drider, very cool. So this is an elf spider. Ooh. It's a drow spider, hence the Drider name. Nice. This is a monster that you could face, or a creature, I guess, that you could face in D&D. These are the creatures that worship Lolth, the Spider Queen, who, if we're lucky enough to get her as a planeswalker, that'll be a thing that we'll be able to see.
Sick.
Right? And Ingenious Smith, Human Artificer, very, very cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of text for a 2-mana 1/1, but it would have to be, I guess, since it's a 2-mana 1/1. And so behind it we have a Loyal Warhound as our rare. Look at that dog. It's so big. Amazing. Okay, this is an interesting card. A 2-mana 3/1 Vigilance that lets you get a land and put it onto the battlefield tapped. I mean, I guess it's a 2-mana creature. Okay, sure, why not? It's weird, right?
Yeah, and then I'm still looking at it, trying to like figure it out.
And then behind that we have an island. So these are fun. I'm not going to read them all off, but I encourage you to pause the video and read through. This is a description that a dungeon master might give you if you're playing D&D, where you will walk into a place, and because it's theater of the mind, it's all in your imagination, the dungeon master has to describe to you what you're seeing. And so this art is supposed to depict what is being described in the flavor text, and it's a very good reason to have flavor text on basics, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. I like that. Followed by a treasure token, because that is definitely something you're going to get a lot of in D&D. Here's another Drizzt pack. Are they all Drizzt packs? So we'll find out. They're all Drizzt pre-release packs, that's for damn sure. We start with a Thieves' Tools. So good. These are illegal. You have to like...
So beautiful.
It's really cool. You have to like get these from like your Thieves Guild or whatever, because stores are not allowed to just sell these in D&D. Not allowed. Anyway, so Thieves' Tools, followed by Elterguard Ranger. Very cool. If you have thoughts on what kind of a deck you would make for these individual kits, let us know in the comments, because I'll do that on Mondays a lot more specifically. But if you want to play that game, I'm more than happy to continue that conversation in the comments. Planar Ally. God, I love this. So this is a spell that you can summon a planar ally, and so this will appear and assist you for a certain period of time. I believe it's either this one or Guardian of Faith that you have to pay them to be there to help you. But I mean, this one's putting in some work based on the art here, so that's pretty sick. So I like that a lot. We have Bar the Gate. Gorgeous art on this card. Mm-hmm. And it's like a gate to another dimension that you're like guarding. This path is closed to you. Very cool. A Brazen Dwarf. So this is a dwarf shaman. So we don't have sorcerers in D&D. Or, sorry, in Magic the Gathering. We absolutely have them in D&D. We don't have them in MTG, so Shaman is what the Sorcerer class is, and I think Warrior is what they're using for, like, Fighter and Paladin, essentially. Yeah. So, we have another Fate's Reversal. We have another Circle of the Moon Druid. Ooh, we have a Celestial Unicorn. So, again, as you notice, this one does have a white background, but it kind of contributes to the, beiginess. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. The regular Celestial Unicorn art, if we end up seeing it, looks very washed out. So the fact that like
more monochromatic than this is.
So the fact that this is more clear. So that's kind of interesting. They went a little over the top with that one Planeswalker whose name I'm not going to remember right now, but the one with the whip in this set. But I like that the unicorn's horn is like kind of going up into the words because like it only covers a little bit, so you still know what it is. The whip is a little much. We have a Jaded Sellsword. I know you love this guy.
Yeah, he's He's fun.
It's a fun card. It really is. Wandering Troubadour, also a good one. So we had a Dragon Warrior and now a Dragon Bard. Bard class finally making it officially or fully officially into Magic the Gathering. So that's sweet. So we have that is our first uncommon. Goblin Morningstar. Ooh. It's a goblin weapon equipment, and it can make its own goblin. Or make its own goblin and then attach this to that goblin when it enters, which is great. We have a Monk of the Open Hand. I am a monk guy. I'm saying that right now. I did play in 3.5, if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, when monks got crapped on all the time because they were, people didn't think they were a good class. I played them back then too. I don't care. I love monks. So this is a sweet card. And, of course, if we open Bahamut, I will be very pleased. Very, very pleased. And so our rare or mythic is a Den of the Bugbear. So this is one of the animatable lands, one of the man lands, if you will, from this set. So it's the Den of the Bugbear. The background looks like a bugbear. By the way, because I was confused when I first heard this, if you're unfamiliar with D&D, a bugbear is a goblinoid creature. It says bear in its name, so I assumed it was bear-like. It's not.
It says bug in its name.
It's exactly. And it's neither of those things. It's a goblin. So very confusing. But anyway, these are cool if you're in those colors. If you're not, this is kind of a feel bad to open these. Yes. I love the arts because it depicts the, like, area looks like the monster that it's supposed to be, which is really cool.
Really nice.
And then behind it, we actually have a foil. Ooh, wow. It's a foil uncommon in Tiger Tribe Hunter. Because the subjects of the art are so small, this is very cool looking in foil. It's a lot of foiling going on.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Right?
Yeah, that that goblin token had barely any foiling.
Yeah.
This one's got so much foiling. It's
put them together and it's one average foil.
Right.
Very cool. And then behind that we have another island with different art and flavor text and an ad card, which typically I'm not a big fan of ad cards, but we'll move along. I've had these discussions before. Come watch my Monday shows. Or my Monday opening series, and I'll talk more about it if it is a thing that I need to talk about. Amy, look, it's your favorite. It's Plummet.
Yeah.
If you watch our other channels, by the way, we have other channels down in the description box below, including Video Games for All, where Amy has revealed in our Pokemon series that she hates birds. Just hates them. So to destroy a creature with flying is your dream in games.
Yeah, this is great art. I
it is
always
really cool.
like the Plummet art.
Yeah.
And I always like the Plummet card as well. It's just one of my favorites, even though it's kind of bad.
Yep.
But
still.
Yeah, I always love the card. I always love the art. And this one doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's showing a dragon falling out of the sky. It's pretty sweet. Unexpected Windfall. This is a cool card. I like this a lot. It's very fun. We have another Brazen Dwarf. Not bad. Another Fate's Reversal. That's 3 so far. Another Circle of the Moon Druid. 3 of those as well. A Gloomstalker. This card's fun. If you've completed a dungeon as Double Strike, I love Double Strike probably too much. A Scion of Stygia. Yeah. A Scion of Stygia. So this, maybe I missed one earlier, but this is a Tiefling, which is a devil or demon humanoid. That's a thing in D&D. And so this one has gotten me already on a couple of occasions, and I hope to be able to get people with this because, God, I love ice spells. That's just my thing. So, and Cone of Cold, a spell in D&D. This one works out very flavorfully and nicely. Grim Bounty is a good one. I like that. A Dire Wolf Prowler. This poor creature has been just eaten. Dire wolves, as it says here in the flavor text, are as big as horses.
Wow.
So for folks who are fans of Game of Thrones, same general idea, dire wolves. Hunter's Mark, which is an ability that rangers typically have in Dungeons and Dragons, archers, if you will, is a pretty sweet ability. You can mark your target and make it easier to hurt, and so the flavor of this card matches pretty nicely. I like it. A Warlock class. It's our first class card that we've opened today. I'm very excited to play these in general. They look really sweet. Warlock class is fun. The art is cool. It's a fun way to have saga-esque cards. They're just really great. I'm super happy. Magic Missile as well. So this is like a classic D&D spell. This has been around forever. I shout outs to Marshall and Luis from Limited Resources, where even Marshall said that he doesn't play D&D, but he was aware of Magic Missile. So this is like a pretty popular thing.
Yeah.
So, and so our rare or mythic is a Werewolf Pack Leader. Wow, this card is cool. Look at those colors, man. Amazing. I love that. Okay. And then we have a foil, I believe, as well, again, which is sick. A Bullet in foil. Very cool. Okay. I like that. Yeah, and it's the armor. So it's an armored creature. It's like kind of like a rhino, essentially, where it's like it's got its own armor, but of course, because this is a fantasy world, it's like metal armor. You can, like, when you kill this thing, adventurers will tend to like cut the armor off of it, bring it to a smith, and either have it worked into something or like sell it to get some money. So really, really cool. And then a forest behind that, and an angel token. Gorgeous. Yeah. Angel art. Hey, guess what it's time for? Again, this is the first of 4 codes for MTG Arena. And so if you don't get this one, there will be 3 more in this video. And don't forget, I said, if you subscribe and ring that bell, you'll get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including Monday's video, where you will get this. And hey, if you get codes, shout out which one you got in the comments. We'll congratulate you. And if viewers want to scroll through and see, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 were gotten, that's fine. But this is to thank you for joining us, for watching. We really appreciate it. Hopefully you get to enjoy this set in whatever way you can. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining us. Obviously, we got more to go. They do all seem to be Drizzt packs, by the way, which is just fine with me. Why do we have a goblin token in the beginning? Is this backwards? It isn't. The token is backwards. Oh, because it's a dungeon on one side. That's why. Interesting. So you can open random dungeons in random packs. I was unaware. Okay. Well, that makes more sense. You see a guard approach. So I love these cards so much. We were just talking about this with some of the employees of the store. I love this kind of card because it's basically, this is the description that a dungeon master would give you as you are playing D&D. You see a guard approach, and then you, as the player, as the character, have to make some choices. And so this card allows you to make some choices. In this case, distract the guard or hide. There are obviously other options. If you were playing D&D, you could just kill them or something like that, because, you know, if you're playing a murder hobo, that's definitely a thing that you could do. So yeah, here is, you see a guard approach. Kick in the door, very classic thing in D&D. If you don't have someone with thieves' tools who can unlock a door by picking it, if it is locked, you can always kick it in. So there's an option to kick in the door. Nice. You have a Yuan-Ti Fangblade. It is a snake rogue. So if you didn't get it from the Yuan-Ti Malison that we opened as our promo, this is a snake person. The Yuan-Ti in general are snake people. This one looking a little bit more humanoid with the hood on than the Malison does, but still very cool. We have a Spoils of the Hunt. So a lot of times you can, like I mentioned with the Bullet, if you kill a monster, you can tend to remove parts from it that you could then sell in a local town or whatever, if their fangs are worth money or their antlers or something. And so you can take treasure, basically, off of a creature, which is pretty cool. And then you have a Delver's Torch. Not all of us have dark vision, okay? God, shout-outs to our friend Dave, who is in the campaign that I'm running right now in D&D, who is very upset that he's a human who does not have dark vision, because a lot of other people do, and he's always carrying around his torch so that he can see when we're in dark places. So there you go, Dave. This one's for you. We have an Arcane Investigator. Very cool. The Search the Room ability. So again, that's not an ability in particular that a particular class has or character has, but it's just an idea that if you enter a room and there might be valuables in there, you're going to want to search the room. So it gives you the ability to do that. You have you come to the Gnoll camp. So Gnoll are hyena creatures in D&D. They're like a little bit more humanoid. They stand on 2 legs, and they are nasty creatures. They're very typical, like, first level or lower level enemies that you would fight when you first start a campaign. And this, again, is another one of those Dungeon Master directive cards. You come to the Gnoll camp and you decide what you want to do. In this case, intimidate them or fend them off. A Herald of Hadar is a human warlock. So Hadar being a like an extra planar being essentially, or a very powerful demonic being that can bestow warlocks with power. And so they are able to do that, and that's how warlocks get their powers, is from some large imposing figure in that way. Another bullet, lots of bullets this game. Wow. Another Genie Windseer. So this is the same as the one that we got before, just in a different art. So so be aware of that when you're playing, that, you know, if your opponent saw one and didn't see the other, and you play another one in like game 2 and you're going to go to a game 3, now they know you have 2. So just be aware of that. Cloister Gargoyle is our first uncommon in this pack. This one's fine. I mean, it goes well in the Venture into the Dungeon deck, and if you're completing dungeons, this thing as a 3/4 flyer is pretty impressive. We have Trey Lasara Moon Dancer. This one's sick. You get, this is the kind of upgraded but slightly fixed Johnny's Pride Mate. So really, really cool. Whenever you gain life, this gets a counter, and you get to scry one, but it's 2 different colors, but it's still only 2 mana. Great, great card. And to have it in alt art is pretty sick, because I think this could do some pretty cool things in limited and standard, etc. So there you go. We have Barrowin of Clan Undur, which is interesting that we got 2 of the gold cards in the same pack back to back, because you would probably want to pick like one and head in that direction, but they do share a color, so you could probably splash for one if you really wanted to. They don't really help each other out very well, but who knows what else you might open. But this is a cool one. All these gold legendary creatures are really, really great. So I'm looking forward to trying these and playing them. And then our rare or mythic in this pack is a Minion of the Mighty. This card's not good, but it's adorable. It's a 1 mana 0/1 menacing kobold.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
I was saying it's not a good card.
It's great.
Okay. It's not a good card, everybody. It's a great card. You heard it here first. Behind it, a mountain, appropriate for following the kobold, and a Dungeon of the Mad Mage with the goblin on the back. 2 more packs to go in this kit, and then 3 more kits to go in this video. I'm excited. I am excited. Hey, I hope you're able to get out to a pre-release near you if it is safe to do so, and if not, maybe you can pick up some product. Still support your local game stores if you have the means to do so, especially if things are closing around you or have been closed for a while. If you have the means, like I said, they would really appreciate your business. So here is an Eyes of the Beholder. Fun card. I love it. I love this art so much. And, you know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right?
Yeah.
And look at that skeleton. It's just gorgeous. So cool. It's beautiful. We have a Great Axe. This one seems fun to me, but you would probably need something, because Equip 5 is a lot. So you would need the Brunor, I think is his name, the legendary red-white uncommon, whose name I think is Brunor, but I could be wrong. We have Secret Door. God knows there are lots of those in Dungeons and D&D, for the dungeon side of Dungeons and Dragons. And so sure enough, venture into the dungeon if you find, you can pay mana and find that secret door. Swarming Goblins. I know Amy likes this one. More goblin token making, but you can make 1, 2, or 3 goblins, and for 5 mana with a 4/3, this is not a bad card. I like it. Then we have a Devour Intellect with an Intellect Devourer. Look at him. Got little hands. It's a walking brain. This guy doesn't look like he's enjoying himself too much, but, you know, that's his problem, right? So we have a Find the Path, which is a very high-level spell, actually, but it makes sense. It gives you the safest direction or the shortest path to where you're trying to go. Yeah. Like I said, kind of a higher-level spell in D&D. A +2 mace, which means it is a magically enchanted mace that allows you to get +2 to hit and to damage, and sure enough, it gives +2/+2, so look at that. Cool. Couldn't be more flavorful. Mordenkainen's Polymorph. This card's not great, but it's flavorful for Mordenkainen. You can, he can make his dog friend that he makes. Mordenkainen is a planeswalker in this set, if you're unaware. He can make his dog that he makes into a 4/4 flying dragon. So there's that. Evolving Wilds, gorgeous new Evolving Wilds art. I love it so much. We have a Charmed Sleep, which is a great card. I love this card as well. Very nice blue removal. We've gotten some sick blue so far, I would say, in this kit. We have, wow, very nice.
Whoa.
That's amazing. We have.
Sick.
I was just saying we have good blue. I literally was just saying it. We have a borderless blue dragon card. A little expensive, but if you've got treasure making or anything of the sort, this card's great. A 7-mana 5/5 flyer. The lightning breath, I've heard people comment appropriately, is not super flavorful because in Magic, lightning is a red ability, but in D&D, the different dragons have different elemental breath weapons. So the red dragon is the typical fire-breathing dragon, but the blue dragons breathe lightning, black breathes poison, etc. There's a whole string of them. Or green breathes poison? Oh god. We'll find out if we come up to them more. But anyway, that's our first uncommon. Then we have Hamapashar Ruin Seeker. Are we going to get all of the... just have like all of the legendary uncommons in the same kit? Room abilities of dungeons you own trigger an additional time. Notably, blue and white. White was shared by those other legendary creatures as well, and we were talking about how good our blue is. Interesting. And Cridle of Baldur's Gate. Also a good legendary... I had to mention it, right? That we were going to get all of them. This is a good one as well. I mean, again, it's like our fourth one, which sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Again, we're not actually making a deck out of this, so that's fine. We're just getting a lot of really good blue. And so our rare or mythic, because that's not even it. Our rare or mythic is a Dungeon Descent. I don't love this card. I also have said I don't necessarily love opening rare lands typically in pre-release packs. I guess it depends on the land, but this one's not the best. You have to have a legendary creature, although notably, God knows we have a bunch of them in this kit,
Yeah.
but God knows we also shouldn't be playing all of them because I'm not doing 5 colors. I don't know about y'all. Behind that, a Plains. Very cool. That's gorgeous Plains art.
Yes, it is.
Wow. And an ad card again, which means we have one more pack in our first kit. Let's keep it up. See what we get. We start with another Plummet. Thankfully, as we see things for the second time, we can kind of move past them a little bit faster. We have a You Come to a River. You can either fight the current or find a crossing. Very cool. You have a Dueling Rapier, which is, I mean, just amazing art. She looks fantastic. Really, really cool. I mean, the card's fine, but she looks cool. I like that.
Gorgeous.
Right? Deadly Dispute. Okay. So you get to, I would love to just sack a treasure to make this, because then you just draw 2 cards for 2 mana. Really, really fun, because you just sack a treasure and make a treasure. You find a cursed idol. More choices. You can either smash the idol, lift the curse, or steal its eyes for the treasure inside of it. Amazing. Potion of Healing, classic D&D thing where if you don't have enough potions of healing, at least I get a lot of anxiety. I feel like if we're going into a fight and we don't have enough potions, that's always important, and they're always very expensive and hard to find, which is just great. Just what you want. We have a Shortcut Seeker. This is the person that would be finding those secret doors, because it would be a shortcut through the dungeon. And again, of course, it ventures into the dungeon. We have another Charmed Sleep. Yeah, really good blue so far. Really good blue. We have a Manticore, alt art Manticore.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot. With the black background, because it's a black card, black creature. The Tail Spikes ability is fun. It's a little expensive, but still. We have a Power Word Kill, which is a classic D&D spell ability, whatever you want to call it. Destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon. That's a mouthful, but it's our first uncommon. You see a pair of goblins.
Yeah.
Amy loves these goblins, and I think they're so ugly. Anyway,
They're not friends.
I'm sure they are. You see a pair of them. And you can, so you can either charge them or befriend them. Amy would probably almost always befriend them.
And then charge.
With them. Prosperous Innkeeper is a great card. Really, really good and works well in the life gain deck. And then our rare or mythic in this pack is a Sorcerer class.
Nice.
Interesting. This one's a little weird. It doesn't work perfectly, but it's fun. It's part blue, so maybe. In this kit, I still don't think so. But anyway, behind it we have a foil, which is a precipitous drop. Whoa. Very cool. D&D is definitely very much known for a pit trap of some kind. I mean, you saw that with the spiked pit trap, the first card that we opened at all out of this kit. But there just are holes in the ground. There's just pits that you have to like jump over, or the ground is weakened, or there's like an earthquake or something, and you can just fall into a giant hole. So that's what it's depicting. It does let you venture into the dungeon. There's probably something down there. So there's Precipitous Drop, followed by a Forest, and an Angel token. So that is our first kit, start to finish. We have 3 more to go. We'll set these off to the side. That was great. I am very pleased. Nothing crazy that we opened. I liked that blue dragon, but I mean in terms of like money value, I can't imagine that we opened anything nuts like that. So we are going to go ahead and crack right into our second one. No reason to waste anyone's time. We hope that you are enjoying everything that we're doing. And again, thank you to Champion. Hey, the top link in the description down below will take you to their website. If you are anywhere near the Poughkeepsie, New York area, you should definitely come check out the store. They have lots of products available. Check out their website as well if you are looking to purchase product. Oh, how could I forget the D20? I'm like ready to put this all away. Joe, come on now. It's another blue one. Well, hey, considering that last kit was so heavily blue, I guess it makes a bit of sense. Now that I have a chance to look at it, this is what the symbol is supposed to look like, or how you're supposed to look at the symbol, I guess. So that the dragon's head is facing to the right, and its mouth is open. But that is 2 blue dice. I will be opening a lot more pre-release packs, so in case you were worried about me, don't be. Like I said, I'm going to set all this add-on stuff to the side because we've already looked at it. And then we have the packs, which we'll get to in a moment. And we have our promo, which I'm going to rip open so that we have the code out of there. And we will see what else we can get if we ever get this thing open. There we go. So our promo foil rare is Zorn. This is an interesting card that like duplicates treasures, or makes you extra treasures. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool. You can be, the red deck definitely wants to be the treasure deck. So this is a pretty cool card for that deck. Very nice, elemental. And it's fun. He's like eating the treasure. It's a little nuts. A little nuts. And it looks kind of fun in foil though. So like I said, the code will be given away at some random point, and we will get right into our first pack. Okay. We have a goblin token again, which means we have another dungeon in the back. But here is an Earth Cult Elemental. Very cool. There's the Air Cult Elemental as well in this set, so that's something.
Yeah, he looks pretty rad.
Right? And that's 2 elementals and 2 red cards already out of our first 2 cards in the kit.
Like that.
Hey, a Paladin's Shield. That's gorgeous, man. Yeah. Gorgeous. I mean, like, some of the items in D&D, if you were to, like, imagine what they would look like, they would absolutely look this gorgeous. So, especially, like, higher level ones. So this is really cool. I love the story behind this card. Chris Rain or Ron, unfortunately, I don't know exactly how to pronounce your last name, I apologize, but the artist who made this card shared a story on Twitter, I believe, of how this is depicting an actual person who he had promised would be on a card art, the person was promised he would be on a card art, and it took until now to fulfill that promise, but this guy looks awesome. I love this dude. He's amazing. So that's the Hill Giant Herd Gorger.
Yeah.
Devoted Paladin, so that goes with the shield. I mean, it does and it doesn't at the same time. But okay, so a knight is a paladin. That makes more sense. But this is an orc knight, so you can be an orc paladin, and it's got Beacon of Hope, which is a paladin ability.
Nice.
You find the villain's lair. Do you foil their scheme or learn their secrets? Or, you know, rush in half-cocked and possibly almost get killed. That's probably more often what's going to occur. Here is a Hobgoblin Captain. It's a Goblin Barbarian.
Cool.
Very cool. We have Leather Armor. I like this card a lot. This is like very basic gear for lower level characters. And I like the fact that you can only activate it once each turn, because one thing in D&D is that, like, if you're startled awake in the middle of the night, you can't just take the time to put your armor on. It's like a process. even leather armor, which is like smaller. Like you got to pull it over your head, you got to put the different pieces on, latch it and clasp it and stuff. So you wouldn't really be able to do that in a combat setting. So being able to only activate it once each turn makes sense that your creatures would take a while to put it on. So I like the flavor of that.
Yeah, it's like getting arrested in your pajamas.
You don't get a chance to go get other clothes out of your house. Amazing.
Your mugshot, you're just wearing like a nightgown.
Another precipitous drop. A celestial unicorn. So here's that washed out art we were talking about.
Yeah. More monochromatic than the other one.
I'm curious if you were to leave this out in the sun, if it would just be nothing afterwards. Because like it already looks like it was left out in the sun. So if you left it out in the sun, would it just be nothing? We have a Valor Singer. Look at this Tiefling Bard. I love it so much. Tiefling Bards are definitely not something that you see very often because Bards need to be charismatic and Tieflings are not charismatic because charisma is both your ability to speak and like be engaging when you speak, but also how you look. And unfortunately, in some places in Dungeons and Dragons, Tieflings are scary because they are of demonic bloodline. So a little worrisome.
But yeah, this art is friggin' sick.
It's really cool.
I
really
love
cool.
it. Like the way the light is captured behind her and just the colors of her skin, her clothes. I mean, and the details, like there's just so much to it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And tieflings can be all different colors. You've seen purple. I mean, this one's purple. They can be blue, red, etc. Like that's the demonic bloodline for you. A Grim Wanderer. Look at how sick this dude's outfit is. This is a goblin, apparently, by the way.
What?
Yeah, and it's got a tragic backstory, which is amazing. Amazing. God, if I had a nickel for every character I was aware of that had a tragic backstory, some of which I've made. Anyway, that's our first uncommon. We have Eccentric Apprentice, another tiefling. So here's a red tiefling, as I was saying. That's our second. And plate armor is the third, another classic weapon, or obviously it's not a weapon, armor in Dungeons and Dragons is plate armor. It's very heavy, but it gives you a lot of protection. So the Ward 1, the +3/+3, all very flavorful. I like that a lot. Really, really cool.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, amazing. I would love to, I'm looking forward to being able to play with this card. And so our next rare or mythic, or our first one in this kit, not counting our promo, is another sorcerer class. All right. I mean, hey, it's a different kit, right? I guess I can't complain. And I think, no foil. Nope. It's a forest. Okay. A forest followed by a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I actually really like that. The tower back there in the background of that forest. Really cool. And a Dungeon of the Mad Mage again. More Drizzt. Drizzt, I guess, Drizzt, I know, was a big get for this set. I'm sure they were very happy about it. Really, really cool. So we have a Spiked Pit Trap again to start this pack off. A Shambling Ghast, which is a zombie. Very cool. Scaled Herbalist. So weird. Lizard Druid. Great. Another Gloomstalker. We saw that one earlier. Another Scion of Stygia. A Hoarding Ogre. I love this card so much. This works great in the treasure deck, which we haven't, even though our promo foil was for it, we haven't seen a lot of cards for the treasure deck yet. But this would be a really, really good one. 4 mana, 3/3, and then you can, when it attacks, you can make treasures. Really cool.
I love that card.
It's
so
awesome.
much.
She's so happy with herself.
Yes, and I'm so happy with her too. She's one of my cuties.
We have a Feign Death. Amazing. So your creature gets to pretend, or your creature, one of your creatures gets to pretend it's dead and then die and then come back to the field, essentially. An Air Cult Elemental. So I mentioned that with the Earth Cult Elemental that this would be around. And it is. 2/5 flyer for 6 that bounces one of their things. Not bad at all.
Yeah, and they did a great job with that art, too.
It's crazy.
And it really does look like that other card that I think is also an Air Elemental.
Oh, okay, sure.
You know what I'm thinking of, right? It's like more cylindrical looking.
I literally think it's called Air Elemental, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. I mean, it's very similar.
Yeah.
The art. But this is cool because it's got a face.
Yeah, it's a
trying so hard to do something.
It's a very disturbed looking mouth and face.
Yes.
There's another Celestial Unicorn. A Jaded Sellsword, which cares about using treasure for it, so goes well in the treasure deck. Another Drider as our first uncommon in this pack. Another Ingenious Smith. And another Hunter's Mark. So all duplicate uncommons in this pack. And so our next rare or mythic is Yeah, it's a mythic. I was talking about good red, huh?
Nice.
Inferno of the Star Mounts. Now, I am not under any illusions that I'm going to get this creature to 20 power, even if I make a bunch of treasures. But I guess, you know, a girl can dream. And so here is Inferno of the Star Mounts. Great, great card. Super happy to have that. That's our first mythic of the day, I think. And then behind it, an island. I love that island art.
Yes, that's
So good. And another angel token. More packs to open. I keep showing the front because I'm so used to being like, and on this pack we have, it's all drizzed. Spoilers, it's all drizzed. You see a guard approach again. Lots of guards today. A soul knife spy.
Wow.
So cool.
Just love like the way that reflects light up onto her face.
I was just going to say, yeah.
I mean, it's just, wow.
Really cool. Elf Rogue.
Really did a great job on that.
Yeah. Awesome. An improvised weaponry. So this is an illithid. We may see more of these later. These like Squidward-y looking, or not Squidward, Zoidberg-y looking creatures, or squid monsters that eat your brains.
Yeah.
Vampire spawn. This dude looks like he's having a bad day. Or woman, I cannot tell. This vampire looks like they're having a bad day. Ranger's longbow. That is a sick-ass longbow.
Yeah.
I love it. So, yeah, really good. Again, Rangers, as I mentioned, are the archers. So there you go. There's their longbow. You're ambushed on the road. God knows that happens. You can either make a retreat or stand and fight. Yeah, I would usually stand and fight. Contact other planes. So there is planar travel in Dungeons and Dragons. There's multiple different planes besides the prime material plane, which is the one that most people would start all of their adventures on, and where most of these cards are set. But there are other planes. And so this is a way to contact a creature from another plane. In this case, a big ol' eye. Real weird.
And I love that little man.
Sorry. You like him? The little like gnome dude?
So cute.
There is a Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. I love the art of the colors on this card so much. So much.
Come on.
How could you not? I will note, I mean, this is a real giant. Look at these. These are polar bears down here.
Yeah.
Scale polar bears. Fantastic. And there are all different kinds of giants, and depending on the giant will depend on how strong they are. So frost giants are stronger. In the pantheon of giants, there's like regular hill giants that like barely wear anything. This one's in like full armor. It's got weapons. Hill giants just carry on big clubs, which are basically just trees that they've ripped out of the ground that they hit people with. So there's like a wide range of different kinds of giants. There's another Grim Bounty, very good card. I know I didn't really talk about it before. This is a good card. Wild Shape. So druids have the ability to turn into beasts of different kinds. So in this case, a 1/3 turtle with hexproof, a 1/5 spider with reach, or a 3/3 elephant with trample for 1 green mana at instant speed. It's fine. This is a fine card, I guess. But yeah, the turtle, the spider, and the elephant.
So cute.
It's pretty cool. And that's our first uncommon. A Reaper's Talisman is the second. This is the one that you said looked like the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter, which is true. It's combined with the skull bowling ball from Mystery Men. With her dad's head in it. And you find some prisoners. You can either break their chains or interrogate them.
Yes.
Which is, and again, gorgeous art.
Yeah.
And so our rare or mythic is...
Sorry. Did lighting
right?
in this, and light and shadow is just incredible.
Super well done.
Amazing. You get a real sense of the mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what things actually look like all the way down there in the dungeon, you know, or whatever it is.
Yeah, crazy. And then our rare or mythic is a dancing sword, really fun. So this is an equipment, it can be used as a sword, and then it can get up and start running around, because that's what dancing swords do. They dance on their own as swords, and then they're no longer equipments, because you're not going to be able to pick this thing up and use it when it's dancing around on its own.
But it's cutting off the arm of this little man.
I mean, that's not a man. That's definitely a goblin.
I love him.
Well, I'm sorry, I guess. Behind it, a foil Goblin Javelineer.
Oh, yeah.
Got some fun red in this kit. Fun red. This foiling is fine. Oh, okay, it's cool. The spear is nice. Really, really nice. And the background's cool, too.
On camera, it looks good.
Yeah. Really nice. Okay, and then behind that, a mountain and a treasure token.
Yeah.
We've got another pack with the draft archetypes on the back. That's always fun. If you open one of these, or if you see somebody open one of these and you're a more inexperienced player, or there is a more inexperienced player, let them have this so they can read up on what, even if they're not in a draft, even if they're in sealed, this will still help them. It's really good. We have an Earth Cult Elemental to start. Spare Dagger. Very sweet. I like that art. It's really cool. We have an Elder Guard Ranger again. A Ranger's Hawk. Lots of, because Rangers typically will have beast companions of some sort. So this one is a Hawk. Another Bar the Gate. Gorgeous art again. Another Brazen Dwarf. Shambling Ghast again. Scaled Herbalist. Baleful Beholder.
Yeah.
I love this card. It looks sick.
I love this one.
Yeah, you can have it. This one's cool. Cool. Another Genie Windseer. A Death Priest of Mirkul. A Tiefling Cleric.
Ooh.
So here's a blue cleric, as I was mentioning, many different colors. And it's our first uncommon. Very fun. Ooh, hell yeah. Borderless Red Dragon. All right. Get them all. Get them all. Yeah, exactly. Very cool. And there's the Fire Breath versus the Lightning Breath from the blue one. As I mentioned, Border looks amazing. Amazing.
Really
I love that. And with the Inferno, the Star Mounts, hell yeah, man. This is a cool kit.
Yeah.
And Kalane Reclusive Painter. I mean, cool. I would do this deck. Very nice. This is a cool card. And so our rare or mythic is Instrument of the Bards. I don't love this card as much. I think it's flavorful, but I mean, in terms of playability, I think the card's fine. But the art is cool. It's adorable. All the little creatures coming to, like the Pied Piper, basically. Do we have a foil? We do not. It's a swamp. Nice swamp. And a wolf. Very, very cool. What?
Is there something weird about that? Okay, no. Never mind.
Okay, no worries. And a wolf token.
I saw something.
2 more packs to go in this kit. No worries at all. Sometimes that happens, right? You open like some busted stuff and you're like, oh, like it's it's like misprinted or something, and you like want to make sure that you talk about it. I understand that.
It looked a bit off.
We have another Unexpected Windfall, an Inspiring Bards. This one's an Elf Bard. A Planar Ally again. God, so cool. Clever Conjurer with the Mage Hand ability. That is a spell that some spellcasters can use. Very cool. I like that. Dragon's Fire again. We haven't seen it for a while, but it's good to have it in this kit.
Yeah.
Fate's Reversal. Another Circle of the Moon Druid. Direwolf Prowler again. Charmed Sleep again. God, I love it. I love it. It is really cute. Another Alt Art Manticore. I don't think we've gotten a regular Art Manticore, but we have 2 Alt Arts now.
Nice.
Another Warlock class as our first uncommon. Another Magic Missile as our second. And an Aberrant Mind Sorcerer as our third. A Human Elf Shaman. Okay.
I wanted this one too.
Did you? Well, there you go.
This art is amazing.
It's sick, right? All right, and so our rare or mythic is a Yuan T. Malison. Okay, so this is in non-foil. Get to see what it looks like. All right, not bad.
Little lizard.
Well, it's a
like
snake.
a snake.
Snake person, yeah.
But it has arms.
Yeah. Well, because they're humanoid snakes, so they get the benefits of being human and snake. Behind it, a mountain. Cool mountain. I like it.
Okay.
Literally, look at the snow. Anyway, and a Lost Mine of Fendelver, sorry.
Like a spine.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, like a
I think it's
a dragon spine.
Yeah, I think it's kind of it's literally called the spine of the world.
Oh.
It says so in the flavor text.
Okay. There we go.
Hey, guess what? I didn't forget. We have 1 more pack to go in this kit, but I didn't forget this code. 1 per account on MTG Arena. Don't waste your time, but please let us know in the comments if you got this one. Thank you so very much for continuing to watch. We hope you stick around for all our fun stuff. Hey, did you know we stream every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel to play MTG Arena? And every Friday, we play video games. Here is our last pack, our 6th and final for this kit. We got 2 more kits to go after this. And we have the Goblin Javelineer, a Dueling Rapier, lots of red cards, Horde Robber. There's been some good black too, I won't lie. Yeah, this Tiefling Rogue is stealing from this Dragon's Horde. It's not a smart idea.
It's really not. It's really not.
Bull's Strength, which is an ability and a spell, I think. Or it's like a sub-part of a spell, because you can choose Bull's Strength. There is a Veteran Dungeoneer, I thought we would have seen more of those by now. A Shortcut Seeker, Faraday's Fireball. Very cool Fireball, very classic D&D spell. I like that. Underdark Basilisk.
Wow.
Sick looking. This dude's awesome.
Yeah.
Death, 1/2 Death Touch for 2 is nice. Clattering Skeletons. Yeah, I think we can definitely do red-black. We've gotten some pretty good stuff here. And then our first uncommon is Intrepid Outlander. Okay. Rally Maneuver. Interesting. And a Split the Party. Don't.
Yeah.
Nope. Don't split the party. Don't do it. Never, ever do it.
Do it.
Don't do it. And so our rare or mythic is a Varus Silvery Moon Ranger.
Ooh.
Okay. It's a legendary human elf ranger, a 3/3 for 3 with reach and ward 1. I like it.
Okay.
There's also a foil, and obviously alt art, which is sick. We have a foil back here, which is a foil rare in Oswald Fiddlebender, alt art, goblin or gnome artificer with magical tinkering.
Wow.
Very cool. I mean, again, the foiling pattern is has to be limited to what it can be, but that's pretty cool looking. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
All right. I'm okay with 2 rares in the same pack, one right after the other, both alt art, 1 in foil. We have a Swamp and a Tomb of Annihilation. Very cool. So that is the end of that kit. That's a very red kit, I tell you what. So we have 2 more to go. As I said, we will move right along to those. We hope you're really enjoying this. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. Even if you don't get codes, you're still more than welcome to talk in the comments. Is this your first video of ours here? Welcome. We have other channels, as I mentioned, down in the description box below. In addition to the link to Champion's website, you can also find links to our other channels. So you should go do that. No, I forgot the die again. The white one. Very cool. This one's a lot easier to see where the symbol goes.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to... There we go.
And see the symbol itself.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into this kit then, shall we? We start with... Let me move... There's so many other things. Let me... We start with our promo foil. Well, actually, sorry, there's packs here, right? Everybody loves that. But then we start with our promo foil after I get it out of this packaging, which is, let's put this code.
Bent it.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's not valuable. It's a rare in fighter class.
Oh.
That actually looks sick in foil.
It does.
I like that a lot. Very, very cool. And a good card. It's dual colored, but I mean, hey, if we can make it work, I'm going to try to make it work. How's that? Start with a Drizzt pack here, because all of them are Drizzt packs. I'm just, again, that's just how I'm used to saying it. Okay, we have Kick in the Door. We'll try to move somewhat quickly through the ones we've seen already. You see a Guard Approach, Vampire Spawn, Bull's Strength, Veteran Dungeoneer, You Come to a River, another Dueling Rapier, a Mimic. So cool.
Yes, I love this art.
If you are unaware, mimics are creatures that can mimic regular things, typically treasure chests, because that's the best way to eat adventurers, is if they come to you thinking you're a treasure chest and opening you. They do not very obviously have this mouth and tongue, but if it was just a treasure chest, it wouldn't necessarily look like it was a mimic, but mimics can look exactly like random things in dungeons.
Yeah.
So there is a Mimic. We have another Charmed Sleep, adorable little sleeping dragon. You hear something on watch. You can either rouse the party or set off your traps. Ooh. I do not know that I have ever seen anyone set traps before going to sleep. Anyway, here is a Warlock class, again. A Magic Missile, again. And an Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, again, which means our rare or mythic is an Eye of Vecna.
Oh, wow.
Sick. I do not know if I love these, like the abilities on these cards, but I love that they're here. The Eye of Vecna, the Hand of Vecna, and then the card that makes Vecna, whose name currently escapes me, but still, I think it's the Book of Vile Darkness. Why would I not remember that? I own the Book of Vile Darkness. Anyway, here is the Eye of Vecna. Really, really cool. These are ancient artifacts.
I hate this art so much.
Yeah, you literally have to gouge out your own eye to put in the Eye of Vecna. You have to cut off your own hand to put on the Hand of Vecna. So it's a hell of a thing. Behind that, we have an island, gorgeous island, and an ad card. And hey, I'm doing it early this time. It's another code. Is time. Thank you, sincerely, genuinely. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. There will be more codes given away if you're missing these throughout the next coming weeks, because we will have more kits to open. I have opened more kits on this platform, YouTube, than anybody else, and I am not stopping anytime soon. So thank you all so very much for being here. We hope that you are enjoying the opening. Let us know your thoughts. We have an Eyes of the Beholder again. Good card. Good card. A Faraday's Fireball. Vampire Spawn. Bull's Strength. Veteran Dungeoneer. You Come to a River. These are all looking very similar. You have a Dueling Rapier. A Bullet. It's the alt art Bullet art. Hey, this is a great art. I love this one. You're so cool, dude.
This one I feel like has so much more texture.
Yes.
Than the other like smooth bullet that we've seen. And that's so cool. Like that's what makes it cool that these alt arts are sketches essentially. Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like it's from the old books where they were just literal sketches from the minds of the creators or whatever.
Yeah, but what I mean is like you can create an amount of texture there.
Yeah.
And a feel that you can't create with art that's not a sketch.
Okay, you know, fair enough. Sure.
It has a different feel.
All right, fair enough. Then we have another Genie Windseer, a Skullport Merchant. Look at this dwarf.
She's so rad.
She is really cool.
Like, I want to grow up to be her. Like,
she's pretty sick. She's pretty sick.
She's freaking awesome.
She's a dwarf citizen because she's just a merchant, which is great. But I would not want to mess with this merchant, I'll tell you what. But that's our first uncommon. We have a You Meet in a Tavern, very classic opening to most Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. And so you can either form a party or you can start a brawl because they're absolutely tavern brawls. There's a, sorry.
I love that art too. Just like,
yeah.
They really do a great job of like showing all the faces of all the different people. Like, it looks like a party. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, of course. Very nice.
Sitting around, chatting, doing their thing. You know?
Yeah, and just about to start a brawl. There's a Guild Thief as our third uncommon, Orc Rogue, which is typically not a combo that you see, but hopefully this one works. They have Cunning Action, which is a thing that rogues have. It allows them to do special things that other classes wouldn't necessarily be able to do, but the rogues are too fast, so they can do those things once per turn. And so our rare or mythic is... Yes, we got one. I'm so happy. Yes. This is one of the rare lands, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and it is displayed in terms of as if it were one of the old module books. So the Hive of the Eye Tyrant would be an adventure that you could play in Dungeons and Dragons. It would look like this on the front of the book, and so to get this is really, really sick. And then just the bottom of it, instead of saying like Dungeons and Dragons, Hive of the Eye Tyrant or whatever, Dungeon Module R15, it gives you the ability of the land. Sick. I'm super happy we have this. Really great. So there is Hive of the Eye Tyrant as our rare. We also have a foil, which is, sorry.
It has like this little...
The little strip here at the top?
Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because you've seen that on books for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's not something you expect when you're looking at a card, even that is trying to look like a book. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Of course. Of course. Let us know your thoughts on this like alternate border and alternate art style, because some people hate it. I think hate it, but I think it's so cool. I really do.
Yeah.
Our foil is a barbarian class.
Nice.
Very cool. Look at that. It looks super dark in person.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it's a ton better on camera.
You hold it just the right way.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
It does look kind of cool there.
It's flashing me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Barbarian class seems pretty sweet. I think this one's kind of cool. Then we have a Swamp and a Lost Mine of Fandelver with the skeleton on the other side.
Very nice.
More packs to go. And then one more kit after this as well. It's Spare Dagger to start. Precipitous Drop again. Elderguard Ranger again. Ranger's Hawk again. Bar the Gate again. Brazen Dwarf again. Shambling Ghast. A Direwolf Prowler in the alt art. In the book art, if you will, the sketch art. Really cool. Okay. We have a zombie ogre, which is the creature type zombie ogre.
All right.
In case you were curious.
Sure.
We have another Cridle of Baldur's Gate. It's our first uncommon.
Are they bald?
Ooh, we get a Lurking Roper.
Ooh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like ignore your joke. I saw the Lurking Roper and got excited. No, they're definitely not bald at Baldur's Gate. I mean, they could be if they wanted to be, but they can do whatever they want at Baldur's Gate. Lurking Roper is sick. These are
Roper bald?
Yes, these are stalactites, stalagmites, whichever one hangs from the ceiling. It hangs there, and then as unsuspecting adventurers walk underneath it, those long ass tentacles come down and grab you and pull you up to the ceiling, and then your friends have to get up there to kill it to save you.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? Look at it. It's horrifying. But anyway.
Ropers are the worst.
They're
but
scary.
Look how great this freaking art is.
Obviously the alt art, but yes, very cool.
But yeah, I love this card.
Yeah.
It's great.
A Rust Monster is our third uncommon. So it looks exactly like its art in the book, in the D&D book, I won't lie. It just eats like lower level swords and shields. Like if they're magical, it can't eat them. But if it's just a basic sword or a shield, it's a rust monster. So it rusts your stuff and then eats rust.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you attack it with a regular weapon, your weapon gets destroyed. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool. And so our rare mythic is Imrith Desert Doom. That's two. That's two of the mythic dragons, baby. Blue and red, which are also the two borderless dragons that we've gotten so far.
Oh, wow.
Are blue and red. So that's really sick. So yeah, they have the cycle of the dragons with just red dragon, blue dragon, black dragon, etc. And then they have mythic versions which are named characters because dragons are people or at least are their own characters that can have feelings and opinions and etc.
Dragons are people too, guys.
Aren't they though? Hey, we have a foil back here. How sick is this pack going to be? Oh, yes. It's a Hall of the Storm Giants.
Whoa.
That is gorgeous.
So pretty.
Oh, my God.
Like, seeing it this close, it doesn't look as great. But from a distance,
So good.
that is incredible.
I love that.
I'm like choking on my words over here. It's just
So cool.
insanely beautiful.
And in a pack with Imrith Desert Doom, it seems like we might want to play blue in this kit. What do you
The
think?
camera is not doing it justice,
No,
guys. I
this
promise
is
you.
gorgeous.
And I'm so sorry.
Gorgeous. Yeah. Really, really, really nice.
Wow.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, hey, what a sick pack that was. A forest and a zombie. Look at that zombie. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. We have 3 more packs to go. We're only halfway through this kit. Look at that. Let's do it. More cards. It's Thieves' Tools to start. Precipitous Drop again, and again and again. Elderguard Ranger, Ranger's Hawk, Bar the Gate. Have we seen these cards before? I don't think so. Brazen Dwarf. I'm lying. We definitely have. Shambling Ghast. Even this Genie Windseeker alt art we've seen already.
Yeah.
Grim Bounty. Dire Wolf Prowler. Plate Armor is our first uncommon. Again, very good card. Critical Hit. So if people are unaware, a critical hit is when you roll a natural 20, which is a 20 on the die. Says so right there. And that is considered a critical hit. You get to double the damage that you do, or close to double the damage you do. Wild Shape again, and a Paladin class. This card is great. Very, very good. I love if you can get this up to level 3, it's fantastic. So really, really good card. Behind it.
Yeah, and this art is cool.
Yeah, very great. I love that helmet. It's so cool
Yeah.
looking. Just an island behind it, although a cool looking one with all the boats and stuff. I like that. And a Lost Mine of Fan Delver. 2 more packs to go, and then 1 more kit to go. I am super excited. You have Kick in the Door, followed by Leather Armor.
Kick in the drawers.
Kick in the drawers. Shambling Ghast, Elderguard Ranger, Planar Ally, love that. Yeah. Bar the Gate, love that art too. Brazen Dwarf again. We've gotten a lot of those today. A lot of Fates Reversals as well. Mm-hmm. Arborea Pegasus, though.
Oh, this is a new one.
It is a new one. Very nice. Okay, I like this art a lot. Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous card. And a good card too.
This is a way to show
white on white
horse-like creature where the whole card is white.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
Because it's called rendering, guys.
There's a Gnoll Hunter, so there's a better look at what a Gnoll looks like if you were unfamiliar. And like I said, a hyena creature, or a hyena humanoid. A Rally Maneuver is our first uncommon. We have one of those already. Another You Find Some Prisoners, and another Intrepid Outlander, which means our next rare or mythic is a Circle of Dreams Druid.
Ooh.
If you're playing a mono green deck in Limited, this one's cool, and if you're playing in Constructed, this one works as well. But otherwise,
And if you just love redheaded druids like I do, then it's very cool.
There you go. Why not? We have a swamp behind that, gorgeous swamp art, and a treasure token. Like I said, one more pack to go in this kit, one more kit to go in this video. I am excited. You see a guard approach. Again, lots of guards today. Scaled Herbalisk, Gloomstalker, Scion of Stygia, Hoarding Ogre, your favorite.
Yeah.
Feigned Death, an Inspiring Bard, I didn't want to forget this guy. Valor Singer again, nice. Rhyme Shield Frost Giant again, some of our faves are coming back. Another Zombie Ogre, Faraday, Devil's Chosen.
Oh, this art is sick.
Yep, here's another Tiefling. This one's got looks like more peach skin.
Yeah.
Maybe orange, maybe? It's hard to tell with the fire or whatever in the background. But.
Right, or like a red tiefling whose face is just very lit.
Right.
From these wings that are essentially flames.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the Dark One's own luck ability that's listed here, the Dark One is one of those creatures that imbues power into warlocks, as I was mentioning earlier.
So cool.
Really cool. An Iron Golem. Look at this dude. Okay. There's things you can do with artifacts and stuff in this set. And then a Purple Worm.
Yay!
Amy and I were in a campaign where we recently fought one of these, so it's nice to see a Purple Worm. We beat it, by the way. We were fine. I may have gone into its mouth willingly, actually. Some other of our party members did not willingly go into its mouth, but they sure did go.
That doesn't sound real.
This thing eats people. Anyway.
I may or may not have been there.
And so our rare or mythic is... This art's sick. I love it. A Cave of the Frost Dragon.
Nice.
Very nice.
You wanted this one,
Of course I did. How would I not? I mean, I want the frost, the white dragon in the white dragon and the mythic white dragon as well. But yes, this one's also sick. Really, really cool. And so behind it, we have just a mountain and an ad card. So that is kit 3 of 4, which means it is time to move on to our 4th and final kit. There's one more code to come, and there are 6 more packs to open. What will we get? Only time will tell. Hey, we hope you're enjoying all of our stuff. We would love to hear feedback down in the comments below. We are always open to critiques and criticism and etc. We would love to hear from all of you. And we got the black D20.
Ooh.
Where's the symbol? There it is. There it is. We did it. That's 3 different colors out of 4 different kits. Not that upset. Really good. And we'll put this back where we got it from. Make sure that our set looks all nice. Move all this extra nonsense out of the way. It's not nonsense. It's pretty cool looking. But still, We'll move it out of the way regardless. Here's the packs. And our promo foil rare looks pretty sick. But it is a rare, I'll say that. But it looks pretty cool. Oh my god. Open. Thank you. Jesus. So difficult and annoying. All right, we will give this away at some point, as I mentioned. But, bam, it is Asmodeus the Archfiend.
Ooh.
He's really cool looking in foil. I like him. Really cool. He's got a mark in the center of him there, but that's fine. Very cool. All right, it's a cool card. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to... It's a devil god, a legendary devil god with a binding contract. That's a thing about devils, is they try to get you to sign a contract, and spoilers, it's not going to work out for you. Just saying. Here's a Goblin Javelineer, and Eyes of the Beholder again.
I feel like a devil god is kind of like an oxymoron.
Nice. That's not wrong, I guess. Yeah. Scaled Herbalist, a Gloomstalker, Scion of Stygia.
Totally ropers in the background there.
Probably, yeah. But, you know, he's stuck in the gloom. He'll be fine. He's got double strike. A Hoarding Ogre. Feign Death again. A Manticore. Here's a regular art Manticore, as opposed to the 2 alt arts that we got. I prefer this art personally.
Yeah, I like this one too.
The alt arts are fun. They're fine. But, yeah. A Pixie Guide.
Yay!
You happy with this one?
It.
Grant an advantage. So in D&D, advantage, at least in 5th edition D&D, which is the current edition that people will play if they're playing the most recent edition, when you have advantage, it means you get to roll 2d20s and pick the result that you choose. In this case, grant an advantage gives you 2d20s and you ignore the lowest roll. So yeah, there you go. Pixie Guide granting you an advantage. Perfect. Another Grim Wanderer, a Rally Maneuver. You find some prisoners, and a treasure chest.
Nice.
Super flavorful. I don't know that I love this in Limited, but it's a fun card for what it could be. The chest could absolutely be trapped. It could absolutely be a lot of treasure, or like some healing stuff or whatever. But the 20 is a little odd in Limited. In Constructed, this maybe does something, although I doubt it. But anyway, I'm not a Constructed guy. Talk to somebody who is. There's lots of great channels out there. But anyway, our foil, because we have a foil in this pack. Ooh, it looks like it's going to be fun. It's Hamapashar Ruin Seeker.
Wow, that's
Look at
beautiful.
that. That is sick looking.
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
her. She's great. Really, really nice. Okay.
Guys.
You're really nice.
Guys. This is just
She's
sick.
great. She's great. There's a mountain behind her, another Spine of the World, and an angel. More packs, more D&D. Really fun. Hey, let us know in the comments down below if you went to a pre-release and you're watching this after the fact. How'd you do? We got a Paladin Shield. There's a Goblin Javelineer.
Yeah.
This is very much what the old school goblins looked like. Definitely. Definitely. That's really cool. We have a Circle of the Moon Druid, a Gloomstalker again, a Scion of Stygia again, Dragon's Fire again, Feign Death, Inspiring Bard, Owl Bear. Ooh. It's a bird bear. If you've never seen an owl bear before, you're welcome. They're weird, but fine. Behind Owl Bear and Evolving Wilds, awesome.
Wow, beautiful art on that.
Targ Nar Demon Fang Knoll.
Oh, that's sick.
This is your legendary uncommon Gruul card, Amy.
Yes.
Amy is a Gruul at heart, definitely.
I love this.
And here's Targ Nar. He's sick. I like him a lot. Fun guy. That's our first uncommon. Split the Party, don't do it, is the second. And check for traps. It's typically what rogues do, but in general, you should always check for traps, even if you don't have a rogue in your party, because God knows they could be there, and that's real bad. And so our rare or mythic is a white. Gorgeous colors on this card.
Wow.
It's so good.
It's like shockingly beautiful.
It's really nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting. And it's got Life Drain, which you can see it doing right here in the art.
Yeah.
Awesome. Behind it, a Plains. Ooh, new Plains art. We haven't gotten this one yet.
Also
right?
shockingly beautiful.
Really awesome, yeah. It's like a desert cavern or whatever. Okay, and a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. More packs. 4 more to go. We have a Great Axe. Very nice. We have a Planar Ally, a Clever Conjurer, Dragon's Fire, Fate's Reversal, Circle of the Moon Druid, Dwarfhold Champion, Neverwinter Dryad, Clattering Skeletons, Air Cult Elemental, Blue Dragon. So this is the non-borderless art Blue Dragon.
Nice.
So we've gotten 2 today. That's pretty sick.
That is so awesome.
Right?
looking.
Another Hamapashar Ruin Seeker. Wow, I wonder if we're playing blue-white. What do you think? Jesus. And a Blink Dog.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's an alt art Blink Dog, which is exactly what it sounds like. This dog teleports around. That's a thing that it does. And so our rare or mythic in this pack is a Monk class.
Ooh,
Hell yeah. I wonder if we're playing blue-white. Are we playing blue-white in this deck?
Yes, I think we are.
Amazing. Look at that. Yeah, monk class is pretty sweet. I love this art. It's very much just, that's how they show monks, is just with a fist and it's wrapped up. Really cool. We have an island behind it. Yeah, I'm all about it. And a zombie token. We are halfway done with our last kit. 3 more packs to go. Let's do it. Open. Okay. Spare Dagger is first. Inspiring Bard. Planar Ally. Clever Conjurer. Dragon's Fire. Fate's Reversal. Circle of the Moon Druid. Charmed Sleep. A Mimic again. Sweet. Intrepid Outlander is the first uncommon. Targnar again is the second uncommon. Okay. And Split the Party is the third. Don't do it. And our next rare mythic is... Hey, look, we have a foil +2 mace. We'll get there in a second. Okra Jelly! It's an ooze. It's real gross, but I love its ability. It's super flavorful for the jellies that you would come... And Okra Jelly is a type of a creature that you would come across in D&D. And if you hit it with a certain type of spell, or if you kill it, it splits in half, and then you have to fight 2 of them. And they're like weaker versions of the big one, but then they can split in half as well. It's like a whole thing.
It's my flubber.
It's your flubber. Amy loves her oozes. And then as you saw, because I spoiled it a little bit.
That sounded
sorry.
Worse than it meant.
Sorry. I mean, it's better than when I tell people you love crabs. Hey, it's a +2 mace in foil.
Yeah.
Amy likes the crab creature type. That's what I meant, folks. It's all that I meant, I promise. It's a +2 mace. Really pretty in foil, actually.
Yeah,
really, really pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. We have a mountain behind that and a Tomb of Annihilation with the Atropol on the back.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? It's a code. It's the last one that we're giving away in this video. But as I said, there are other ones coming out soon, every Monday for the next 4 weeks, I guess, for the next month. We will have them and we will be giving them away. But also, thank you. Thank you so much. We are super happy to be back doing these videos. We hope that you enjoy this. I have loved doing these videos for years and years. That's why I keep doing them. And I'm glad that we are all back from, I'm glad that we are able to be back from a terrible ordeal that a lot of us had to deal with. We hope that you are all continuing, no matter what, to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is what is most important to us.
Of course.
Here at Geek for All. We have 2 more packs to go. Please stick with us, and then we will be done, and we will close this thing out. Let's see if we can get anything bombastic to end it off with. I mean, hey, this Silver Raven's something we haven't opened yet.
Yeah.
And it's our first card in the pack, so that's cool. It looks awesome. Yeah. Artifact. Oh, it's a bird, though. Sorry, Amy.
Exactly. So I automatically hate it.
Exactly. No matter what. Doesn't matter how good it looks.
Right.
Just automatically hate it. I'm not even going to allow you to say that you don't. A Dwarf Hold Champion. Arcane Investigator. You come to the Knoll Camp. Herald of Hadar. Spoils of the Hunt. Delver's Torch. Come on. A Celestial Unicorn. Jaded Sellsword. Battle Cry Goblin.
Yes, I love him. I love him so much.
You don't have to cry. You can have him, I promise.
And
it's really cool.
Contrast.
The blue and the red.
The blue with the red and
it's
the
gorgeous.
yellows and the oranges. They did such a great job on this art.
Very, very pretty. Very pretty. We have a Power of Persuasion and a Demogorgon's Clutches.
Oh.
Very cool. Okay, and so our next rare or mythic, our second to last, is... Yes! A third mythic dragon! It is Ebondeath Dracolich. Amazing. 3 out of 5. Gotten them so far. Out of 4 kits. That's pretty sick. We also have a foil back here. I know we do. So, as I asked the last time, how sick is this pack?
Yeah.
It is... a foil Direwolf Prowler. Not bad.
Okay.
It's a common, but still, it's alt art as well. And we saw that the background looks really cool in foil. So there you go.
Pretty.
Yeah. Behind it, an island and a Lost Mine of Fandelver, which means we've got 1 more pack to go, folks. I really hope everybody has enjoyed. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And again, thank you to Champion, link down in the description below to check them out. Poughkeepsie, New York, for giving us this opportunity. Really, really sick. Boots of Speed, Shocking Grasp, Plundering Barbarian, Yuan Ti Fangblade, Spoils of the Hunt, Delver's Torch, Arcane Investigator. Why did I say it like that? This is our first Priest of Ancient Lore. We've opened 18 packs, and this is our first of this common. Okay, whatever. This card's great. Why would we only open one of them? Damn it. All right, fine. And a Manticore. Cool. A Knoll Hunter Alt Art. This one looks nuts. Look at how cool that guy looks.
Yeah.
Wow. I love him. This one I want to be my friend.
It kind of looks like a hyena.
Yeah.
More than...
That's what I said. They're hyena people.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah. There's a White Dragon. Very nice. Okay, so I said I wanted the White Dragon. I kind of want Icing Death as well, which is the mythic, but I'm sure I'll get there someday. We have Brunor. It is Brunor. Yeah, Icing Death is the name of the...
Just, like, eat a bunch of icing and
yes.
die because you've had too much?
Yep. I've been there. God, that's a mood. Anyway.
Yeah. So sad.
Hey, it's Brunor Battlehammer. Let's be happy. This card's great. I'm looking forward to playing with this one as well. And a Temple of the Dragon Queen.
Nice.
Very cool. Another one of these. I'm super happy about it. And so our last rare or mythic is... God, I'm super happy with this. Seriously. A Zalto Fire Giant Duke. Very, very cool. Interesting. Look at that weird thing. Those weird things. Okay. Then behind that, a Plains... And finally, a treasure token, which means we are done. Thank you all so very much. I'm gonna feel free to let's put up these things so that we can show off the cool stuff that we got. There's more than this, but I'm just gonna show off these because that's what I want to do. These are the mythics that we opened today. Hopefully this works out. Oh yeah, that definitely works. What am I talking about? Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess we could like push this one back a little bit more. Is that better? Sure. It's not perfect, but here we are. I had an amazing time.
Yeah,
I don't know about you.
Great.
Super happy to be back. We got 2 of these cool like alternate land things as well.
This foil land.
And the foil Hall of the Storm Giants is also sick. So yeah, we'll just stack them all up. That's it, right? That looks gorgeous. It's definitely not tilted. Don't worry about it. We're gonna close out this video. Thank you all for being here. We really do appreciate it. Like we said, thank you to Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. Check out their link, top link in the description down below to check them out. We also have other channels, so you can check us out here by subscribing and ringing the bell. And then our other channels are also linked down in the description for anything you might need, our socials as well. Thank you all so very much for watching. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.